Thanks for staying with us. All this week, we've been covering the heart-wrenching story of a 5-year-old boy whose body was found by other children on their way home from school. He never made it to school that morning. And now, many questions about why and how that happened. The woman who was supposed to drive that daycare van and bring him to school is now charged in his death. We're joined now by Camden's parents, Terry and Jasmine Johnson, and their attorney, Gregory Harris III, joining us via Skype from Mobile, Alabama. If you're just with us, we had a couple technical issues. I think we may have worked them out. Mr. and Mrs. Johnson, can you hear me?
Yes. We can hear you. Can you hear us?
We can. Thank you, and thank you for your patience here. Mrs. Johnson, this is such a hard story for so many people to see, and obviously no more difficult for anyone than for you and your family. How are you holding up?
Not good. Well, my 5-year-old son that I just took to school and entrusted that was where he would be when I went to pick him up. But I do want to thank the people that have reached out to me with positive prayers and comments. I do want to thank you. It's greatly appreciated by myself and my family.
Mr. Johnson, he is a beautiful little boy as we see this picture of him. As I understand it, this was the first day that he was set to take that bus from daycare to school. Is that correct?
Well, I think obviously that's one of the questions that goes in with the investigation. We want to filter all the facts through, and so I'll be much better prepared to let the police department, give you their input on the facts and their progress on the investigation.
Mr. Johnson mentioned how many people have reached out, how much that has meant. Has the daycare facility reached out to you and your family?
No, not to me personally, no. They hadn't reached out, but all friends and family, they reached out, and like Jasmine stated, we greatly appreciate it. We're devastated at this point, and just we're just looking for answers.
As I understand it, one of the things that you will now be working on is changing some of the laws in Alabama. We talked yesterday on this program about the fact that states have very different rules and regulations when it comes to the licensing of daycares and preschools. Were you aware the facility wasn't licensed, and how do you think we could change that in the state?
Well, that's a great question. When we look at daycare facilities or any facility that's charged with taking care of a child, it's just sad that we have to come to this moment now before we address the issue of adequately caring for children in schools. And so, in the wake of all this, Camden's name and his legacy should very well be preserved in what could be called Camden's Law, a law that requires all daycare facilities across the state to be properly licensed and vet all of their employees so that we can assure not only does Camden's life and legacy live on, but this happens to no other precious child again.
Mm-hmm. I know that you're also suing the daycare facility. What do you hope to achieve with that suit, Mrs. Johnson?
Well, there are a couple of different factors that go in on the civil side of matters. But right now, our focus obviously is making sure that the family has an opportunity to grieve. And moving on down the line, obviously, there will be answers. And obviously, people are going to have to take account for what they did. That means on the civil side and as well in the legislature. This is a matter that we don't plan to end in any civil setting. We would like to push this so we can have a law on the books. And it's a bipartisan answer, This is not a Republican or Democrat issue. This is an issue of our children and the safety and the well-being and the well taken care of our children. And that's the focus.
Mrs. Johnson, what can you tell us about Camden? We see this beautiful picture of this little boy. Tell us about your son.
He's a baby.
The photo says it all. I mean, he was always a confident, bright, smart, charming, exceptional child.
Our our sincere condolences and our hearts go out to you. I hate this is the reason that we are speaking. Jasmine and Terry Johnson, Gregory Harris, appreciate all of you joining us. We'll continue to follow your efforts there and follow the story as well. Thank you. I want to follow up on